Hello, Booktube. This is Eric. I'm here with my July reading follow-up. I had expected to read 4 or 5 books this month. I got through 2.5, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and then we'll talk about what I'm still planning to read for next month. So, first up, I did read The Dolly Dolly Spy by Adam Dement. This is a 60s spy novel. Adam Dement apparently wrote 3 of them. They were kind of a sensation, and then he took the money and ran, kind of fell out of the public view. I had been hearing about this, so I ordered a copy off of Amazon. I enjoyed it. It's about a pilot that gets roped into joining an organization that works for the mafia and various intelligence agencies, and him trying to get out from under being blackmailed. It was a little slow in the beginning, but then it kind of picked up towards the end, and I wound up enjoying it. I do want to find copies of the other 2 novels. Don't know that I'm ready to contribute to the crowdfunding campaign to get all 3 of them reprinted in big fancy editions. This is the kind of stuff I would love to see a hard case crime for spy novels exist for. I think this is good, solid stuff that anybody who's a fan of James Bond or Matt Helm or any of that will dig these. So worth checking out if you have a copy, find a copy, or track one down. The next thing I read was this, One Kick by Chelsea Cain. This is the first Chelsea Cain book I've read. This is kind of a controversial book because the main character is the victim of a child kidnapping and sex abuse ring, and it's about her trying to deal with that, and she doesn't deal with it well. I enjoyed it, which is weird to say because it's really dark. I liked that it's about surviving at all costs. I like that it's about you can be as tough as you want, but the traumas that you go through are still potentially going to be there. It's kind of heartrending. This is not escapist fiction, but it is very good for what it is. Apparently there will not be a second book. One was written, but it won't be published because of sales, change in publisher, that kind of thing. So, at any rate, that was my second book. I'm running out of space on the shelf underneath here to put it. Okay. So this is the book I'm currently reading that I was hoping to be done with. This is Nero Wolfe, Silent Speaker. You can see I'm almost done with it. It's not that this was bad. I just wasn't feeling like reading. I would read a chapter here and a chapter there. Whatever. It just didn't happen. I'm going to finish it. It's a different style of book than I'm used to reading. And I have some other stout books that I will get to at some point. But I wanted to challenge myself and try something a little bit different. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to move on. So what do I intend to read this next month? Well, just posted a video about the Agathon, so I want to try and read 1 or 1.5 or a half of one of these Agatha Christie novels during next weekend when I am out of town. We'll see if that happens. The next book in the Ed McBain 87th Precinct series, great police procedurals. I've been reading them in order over the last couple of years. This one, let's see if I have the numbers on here. This one is number 23, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I've got Larry Black's Lawrence Block, Stab in the Dark. This is a Matt Scudder novel. This is the next one in the series that I need to read, and I didn't keep track of where in the series I am, but this is still pretty early on. Let's see what else I got here. Horror Store by Grady Hendrix, and I'm looking forward to his Paperbacks from Hell reference book for 80s horror paperbacks that's coming out in September. I've already got mine pre-ordered. This one is kind of an IKEA kind of thing. Once upon a time I did work at IKEA, so I have kind of an affinity for that subject matter, but I'm looking forward to checking this one out. And then I got a couple holdovers. Well, some of these are holdovers from this last month. A couple comic books that I need to finish. Chelsea Cain. I already read the Chelsea Cain issues of Mockingbird. I need to read the rest of them. Richard Sala. Love Richard Sala stuff. Need to sit down and read this. And then Daniel Brereton's The Nocturnal Sinister Path. Great pulpy sci-fi comic book detective stuff. I love his painted work. Nice guy. I've met him a couple times years ago at Comic Cons. So anyways, I need to get around reading that. So that's the video. That's what I'm planning to read this month, hoping to get through some things. We will see you later. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, all that stuff if you're into it. Not thanks for watching whatever portion of this you watch. Thanks.